Well, hello there, everybody. Who's that over there? Well, it's our favorite character, Twix, the sorceress, giving us a howdy doodly before we get started into this new character. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. I am very, very excited. This was actually pulled on my YouTube community post, so if you want to see some cool shit, go over there. See some of that cool shit I got going on over there. I post stuff all the time. Every other day, cat pictures, you name it, it's probably there. So, I polled for everybody on the community page to vote for the next character, and I will show you guys what it is in a minute and explain it all. But for those of you who don't know, I love me my Diablos. This is also coming out the same week I posted all of the SH2 retrospective and the OST up, so if you're brand new from watching that, hey, I do LPs, go look at those, except the old ones that are really shit, they suck. So, if you want to watch them embarrass me even further, go for it. But I do a new Diablo 2 character every year. For the past, this will be the third year. This is not my first rodeo in Diablo 2. I've been playing Diablo 2 since high school in 2012. So, I know what I'm doing. And if you're like, oh no, Seth plays the Diablo, what's his opinion on the series? Well, I love Diablo 2, Diablo 1, and I fucking hate Diablo 3. There, we got all the angry energy out in the first minute 30. Good, done. Alright, so before we start off with the new character, which I already have created, so let's go ahead and look at how Twix ended. She was our last character we made. She was a Blizzballer, which is one of my favorite classes. Obviously, I did some more work on this character after, but it was really not in your best interest to watch, pretty much. So I did actually eventually craft a Hodo. I got Skin, Harlequin, Shaco. This amulet's just never going off this character ever. Spirit, Cow King Hooves, Naggle Ring, SOJ, Night Smoke, Mage Fist, and a nice Magic Find swap with a Alibaba. Pretty standard shit. And I also have this, which we'll talk about in a minute. But, you know, basically just life charms. There's only one fire skill charm, if I remember. That's the only one. So, yeah, we found a bunch of stuff last year. So, boy, oh boy. But we're not done just yet. We are playing with Plugy, but I'm going to be doing some cool shit. So, here we go. So, before we go crazy, I did after a long time, finally get my Annihilus charm. I have 3 of them right now. One of them's a little bit lesser. I think it was like a really low roll on the all-ats, so it could have been better. Oh, by the way, here's the stats. So she's pretty jacked, if you couldn't tell, without any extra shit. So, yeah, this was one of my favorite characters I've made in a long time. She can pretty much just do cows, pits, and sewers really well. Not really great at killing Bale, but as we can see here, the Annihilus charm. Let's go over here. Don't look at it. Don't fucking look at it. This is our first character from the first season. I also forgot to mention I have him some cool new stuff as well. Gave him this lightsaber, and this is actually what I used to kill Uber Diablo. It's really bad. Don't look at it, but yeah, we can see that Butterfinger here is our main, you know, kind of man, really. I could kill Uber Diablo very easily with him, and we also have a spare Annihilus charm for, yeah, it was like 16. This one was like 11. Wait a minute, why the hell did I do this? Oh, the res. Okay, I see what I was doing here. This is like 2 years ago. Don't even look at this, okay? It's not important, alright? So, yeah, so what are we gonna do? Let's show you the new character. It's Mr. Goodbar. He's got the best bar. So, yeah, this is what you guys voted for. You guys wanted me to do a dual barbarian, which, before we get into the build, I have only played a barbarian up to, like, Nightmare. I don't even know when, for, like, Act 2. And I did, like, really shitty Whirlwind Barbarian, and I was just like, yeah, that's cool, and I just stopped playing. Because usually what happens pre-YouTube is I make a character, go, wow, I get them all the way to hell, and then I get bored, make a new character, get, like, through normal Act 4, get kind of burned out. Then by the time I'm in Nightmare, I'm just like, I'm fucking done. So that's why I do it seasonally rather than continuously, because I'll get bored really, really fast. So you guys voted for a untwinked barbarian using dual weapons, which I have never done. Like I said, I've only done Whirlwind Barbarian, and that was ages ago, dude. That was like 7-8 years ago. Probably less, but it's 7 to 8 years to me, okay? So this is Mr. Goodbar. He's got the best bar. And I am very, 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 very unfamiliar with Barbarian. I've, like I said, never hell finished one ever. This is my first one. So let's talk about the Barbarian. For those of you who are brand new into Diablo, this is how this season's going to go. And you can watch the other ones. If you're familiar with it, just listen to my beautiful voice for 5 minutes. So, alright. Basically, every character in Diablo 2 is different. If you've never seen it, I don't know what you're doing. I just don't know why you'd be here. So, oh, excuse me, I just ate dinner. So, here we go. Mr. Goodbar is going to be a Frenzy Barbarian. Now, I thought you said you didn't play Barbarian before, Seth. That's correct. I have never done a Frenzy Barb. So, I actually have a massive list of things right in front of me here because I've never done this before. This and Druid are probably Assassin. I've never even finished Assassin through normal. But this and Druid are two of the most unfamiliar classes to me, which is funny because they're both technically of the same lore background. Uh-oh, I'm 6 minutes in and not explaining it. That fucking dude on YouTube is going to get so triggered if he's watching this right now. Hey, guess what, buddy? Fuck you. Anyways, you guys can't even see that comment, probably. Basically, that whole entire thing of, like, my SH2 retrospective, he complained that I didn't start talking about the game till 9 minutes in, despite the fact that I had no ad breaks. You can look at the comments in that. You'll see mine. Anyways, 7 minutes and 13 seconds, you still haven't touched the character. Anyways, so I'm unfamiliar with Barbarian, so if you guys are like, oh, Seth, you should do this, I always say, excuse me, I will not have... This video won't go up for a while. It's November 5th right now, but this probably won't go up for like a 2-week time span. So if you're like, Seth, do this, I've probably already advanced the character into like Nightmare by the time this goes up. So... I'm sorry if your voice goes unheard, but if you have any advice, please tell me. But for those of you who are Barbarian bros, who are versed in the Barbarian, which I also have played in D3, I played, I think, halfway through a season as a Barbarian. I tried to spec into Whirlwind, and I was like, I fucking hate this game, so I stopped playing. So, for all you Barbarian bros and all you newcomers, let's talk about the Barbarian skills. And I always say this, I am not Mr. Llama. I'm not Dobrunsky, okay? I'm not DJ Waters. I'm K-12 Machinima's shitty douchebag from Oregon, okay? So, let's talk about our combat skills first. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be doing a Frenzy Barbarian. So, first of all, we're going to need to get Bash, and then we're going to start speccing into Double Swing. What this does is... basically, well, you'll see right here. We want Frenzy, which gets a synergy from Double Swing and Taunt. So if you're like, what the hell are you talking about? That's not the skill. Look, buddy, I know. Don't worry. We'll talk about it when we get there. So we're going to be going into Frenzy, which basically is overall speed and AR. It's just basically, in my mind, it's like Zeal, I'm guessing, which we have done as Zealot, which was a lot of fun, one of my favorite Diablo classes. So, everything over here, this is all just garbage, except Berserk, okay? We're going to need Berserk in case we get a physical immune monster, because Berserk does magic damage and not physical damage. So you can see right there, it also says right there, magical damage 150%. So, this is only going to be a 1-point wonder. Bash is only going to be 1 point. Double Swing is going to be our dump stat, as well as Frenzy after that. And Double Throw, just 1 point. This shit I don't even care about, but we're going to have to get it to unlock Berserk. Whirlwind is pretty good. It used to be absolutely batshit broken. In old Diablo 2 pre-LOD patch, it was insanely good. It's still good, but You know, I'm not really sure how it works mechanically because back when I did a Whirlwind Barbarian, it was not very... I wasn't as knowledged yet. You know, I was still in the learning phases of D2. So, and for our movement, we're also going to be doing Leap. Now, there is some cheese you can do with Leap, by the way. This can let you just jump into the air, basically. Into the fray. I love it. This is basically a 1 point. Similar to Charge for the Paladin or Teleport for Sorceress. Pretty much just a movement spell. You could argue, why not go into Leap Attack? Well, I don't think it's important because look at the radius. 4.6 versus whatever it is. I looked in the wiki and it's just not very impressive to me. I'm not going to be using this as an attack, but you can stun enemies with this. And you can stun lock enemies into corners similar to how Smiterden works if you know what you're doing. I don't, so I'm not going to be doing that. So, combat masteries. Those of you who are like, ooh, let's rub in our hands together. Ooh, let's see what Seth's going to choose. I'm going to be as fucking vanilla as humanly possible, and I'm just going to go a sword mastery because it's what I know the best. This is going to get dump statted up to 20 when we have the option to do so. I was really, really tempted to go into mace mastery because of Bone Snap, but untwinked, and I'll talk about that later. So, I mean... There's lots of different ways to make a barbarian. You choose a weapon and you pretty much stick to it. Don't get all fucking weird, okay? I'm not the authority on how to make a barbarian, by the way. But if you're like, I'm going to put 1 point into mace and axe and throwing and spear and I'm going to be the... No, what the hell are you doing? You're weird. Stop that. So, we're also going to be getting Iron Skin. This is just a solid passive. This is going to basically be soft skilled up. And I mean, it's just increased, you know... defense, which is not bad because guess what, we're not using a shield for this character, so this is actually kind of important. It's not going to be a huge buff from what I'm guessing, but it is going to be pretty good. Also, when we hit 30, this is the first thing we're touching at 30. I should have done this on my old barb, but I didn't because I was dumb. Natural resistance. This is so damn good. This is really good for later difficulty, especially in Hell when you get that negative, immunity resistances. Big play. And of course, we're going to get increased stamina. This is useless functionally, especially because it's like at level 12, and by that point, we're not even going to be worrying about stamina. But increased speed, I'm going to put 1 point into this. I already have all this written down, by the way, if you're curious. Like, this whole paper here is just filled with shit. I'm just too lazy to show you the paper. But trust me, it shows everything. It shows me the skill tree I have laid out, the entire gear that I have in mind, all that shit. And now here comes the most controversial one that I'm sure is going to make everybody very angry at me. Because if you're a barbarian expert, you know I'm dumb. So, I'm not going to be going into getting find item. Now, this is a hot take. Because this is my first true full-blown hell viable barbarian I'm going to try and go for. Find item is actually pretty good. If you want to make a pit zerker is actually what I mistook it. I screwed it up and called it an Amazon thing in the last series. But this is actually really damn good. Berserker with just a shitload of magic find. Or even Whirlwind with a shitload of magic find. Or gold. And you can just basically... just lather, rinse, and repeat in places like pits because it's such an early A-level 85 area. And you can just basically just get a double dip, basically. I think that's what one guide said. And I'm not going to do that because I don't have enough experience in this and I want to make it original. So I'm just going to keep this alone. We're not touching any of this unless I have an excessive amount of dump stats I can put that into. But even if I did, it would be 1 point. So, oh boy. Here comes War Cries. So, we're going to be speccing into Howl first to get to Taunt. Now, you're probably like, now, Seth, why don't you go all the way to get Battle Cry? Well, I don't want to. That's all you got to know. So, Taunt also, I believe, is one of our synergies. Let me check. Yeah, Taunt is an 8% damage per level. So, we're going to be getting this up to 20. Some things I looked at said 15, but we're just going to go with this because it's basically, you know, reduction. It's a debuff for enemies. It's basically the Dragon Warhammer from RuneScape, right? So we're also going to hit Shout. This is going to be a 1 point. We're going to let it all out, okay? and then we're gonna max fucking battle orders, okay? This is a fantastic, fantastic skill. This is what I believe is on Call to Arms, which is a very, very good flail rune word. This is essential for high-level, like, sorceress play. You probably couldn't tell, but I was actually trying to craft one for my sorceress back there. Battle orders, dude. This is... It doesn't matter if you're doing single player, it doesn't matter if you're doing multiplayer. Battle orders is great. This is good at just one, but we're going to go hard, and we're going to go rock solid and put all of our dump stats into this over time. And we're going to put 1 point into battle command, and you're probably like, but Seth, why won't you get it for... Because I don't want to, okay? Just deal with it, okay? If you want me to put a point into it, well, I'm sorry, it's going to go into battle command, okay? That just sounds cooler, and that alone is already just a reason to just ignore everything you're saying. Well, maybe. Well, it depends. Maybe I'll put 1 point into it later, but that's about it. So, the general consensus, Frenzy. This is going to be our main damage output. Berserk was a tempting option, but I think just to play it safe because of my own inexperiences, we're going to go with a Frenzy Barb. Other popular builds, Whirlwind, Berserker, Concentration Barbs are apparently really good. Like, you can get like 2 bone snaps and just, I think you basically get like perfect 100% proc guarantee plus with like dual wielding on that shit's insane. It is ridiculous. There's also Singer Barb, where you can just fucking shout racial slurs at people and they die. I'm not into that. I don't do that in real life. I'm not going to do it here either, okay? I may just run down the street screaming at people and hitting them with swords, but I ain't going to go that far and use racial slurs, okay? We're not going to go there. That's not cool. That's not on. So, but the other really popular one, like I said, Whirlwind Barb with Magic Find, and just... This is just incredible. This is something Sorceress doesn't get. I don't think any character, there's no O skill that can give that. So there's that. So what is our basic inventory going to look like? Fuck this thing, we don't want it. It's going on the trash. We don't need it. So anyways. Oh boy. And before we get super crazy into it, what do I have in mind? Well, we're basically going to go with like a very big... probably just Crushing Blow. I'm not going to go for 2 of the same weapon. It's actually not a good idea. You want to have as mixed procs as you possibly can. Maybe on a swap we'll see how it goes, but for the most part, we don't need to have like useless crap because we're not going to be using a shield. Barbarian can dual wield weapons. This is one of his very few advantages, as you can see. Now, Barbarian is very, very good for starter characters. I would probably recommend it or Amazon. It depends entirely what you want to do. Barbarian is very straightforward in terms of his versatility and all of his skills. He has, I think, the highest life roll on level up. I think it's like 5. It's pretty damn high up there. It's either 5 or 3. I can't remember. So what stats am I going to be putting into? Let me see. I have 140 strength and 140 dex. And the dex is just for AR, and the strength is for gear. You're not touching energy. Don't fucking bother with that. That's just... What are you trying to be? What do you fucking... No. And the rest is just dumped into vitality. So yeah. I think that's enough things. 18 minutes and 52 seconds, and you didn't even fucking move the Barbarian out of the town, Seth. What the hell are you doing? Well... I'm working on it. So here we go. We're going to go into the Bloodmore. I am so fucking excited, dude. I have not played Diablo 2 in many a moons. I've been playing a lot of RuneScape, actually, as of lately. And anytime I say RuneScape, by the way, just assume it's old school, because why would you ever play anything else? I have been just bossing it up, man. It's unbelievable. So right now, we're going to go try and find Den of Evil. But as per usual, I just want to see if I can get some starter gear from these boys out here, because, well, it's probably in my best interest. See, we're already getting armor. We're just already so good. We're going to go fight Bale right now, right quick. So, no, in all honesty, it's just such a pleasure to play Diablo 2. It is just such a... It's comfort, man. I could play this over and fucking over, and obviously I do. But thanks to everybody who's new as well, and also thanks for everybody who voted. There's Flavy Flav. She takes you to the cold plains. She gives you ice cream if you're really good. But this guy's a scrub, so he's not going to get me. But yeah, we'll go ahead and hit up the waypoint now because I don't want to deal with it later. So, as per usual, I always say this. I like to make characters and show the progression, at least up until hell, because at that point you already should know what I'm doing. It should be pretty explanatory at that point. But I always say this, I fucking hate videos where people just show up and say, okay, so you're gonna need all this gear and this exact shit to make the character work, and they don't tell you how to actually get there. So this is not only a learning experience for me, it's a learning experience for you too, hopefully. My favorite class, those of you who are unfamiliar with me as a Diablo player, is Necromancer, because I'm a cheaty whore. I can't help it, dude. It's just the best class in the game. And then it's probably going to be Amazon. Specifically Boazon. I have a soft spot in my heart for Boazon. It was my first character back in high school. I skipped school to play that character. It was terrible. It was a magic arrow only Boazon, and it was bad. Not bad to the bone, just bad, okay? It was not good. Took me like 6 hours to kill Bale, as in like all of Act 5. Took like 6 fucking hours. It was unbelievable. So anyways, we have just leveled up. Normally I would wait, but at this point in time, I'm going to be starting going and getting myself up into... I don't really want to use this just yet, so we're going to start with Bash, just to get the stats going up there. I'm not going to really worry about my stat points just yet. Now, stamina is very important right now in the early game of Diablo 2. Stamina is just the most annoying shit ever. I can deal with low damage, I can deal with not having any gear. I hate fucking having, like, no stamina, but we'll take care of that right quick. Don't worry about it, okay? You worried about it? Well, you shouldn't be. Seth knows everything about Diablo 2. He's the best. I could have just told you, follow the path, and you'll actually end up... Ooh, good. Nice. I don't have keys. I'm the worst. I take it all back. So, those of you who are new to Diablo 2, this is... Oh, that XP shrine's much better. I'll come back to it later. So, basically... If you go in the Bloodmoor, you can follow that path right there that I've been following out of town. I ain't got time for that. Actually, now that I have a stamina pot, let's just be smart. Let's ID this. Yeah, sure, whatever. We'll roll with it. I probably shouldn't pick up any white items like that right now, but don't matter. We took some stamina pots. We're good. I didn't even take it yet. Damn it. All right, so you can see right here we've actually picked up a club. I believe, and don't quote me on this, but this is a big learning experience for me, is 1-2. I think all the attack speed is based solely like on a attack speed frame data. I'm not really sure. This is why it's really exciting for me personally, and why we're also not twinking the character, because I could easily just dump in a lot of gear. Now I've had a lot of time to think about this too, but we're not gonna do... Ooh, jabs, nice. That could actually be really good, especially if it's a rare jab this early. Is that socketed? Yeah, that's actually worth keeping. So, right now, we could easily just, you know, dump in a bunch of shit from my other characters. It would be just GG, right? That's just not fun to watch. So, I want to actually learn the character. You see, that's the other thing too, is I could easily just say, oh yeah, look at all the skills I have planned out, but I don't know how the character plays just yet. We'll pick that up in case this turns out to be garbage. This is a... Damage to undead might be interesting for like 5 minutes, but... 3 to 6, what's this? 1 to 4, no. That's just not high enough of a number, I could care less. But yeah, this is also a good learning experience for me. So what are my rules on twinking for this character, though? Because eventually, Seth, you're going to get really bored of it, and you're going to want to put really good stuff on him. I know. My plan is to probably just...
There are many foes here.
I have thought about it for a while. My idea is to finish... The moment I kill Hell Bale is the moment that I'm going to allow myself to actually put in items. But at that point in the game, you guys are going to not even see that. I probably won't even play on camera at that point, so it's very debatable if I'm going to do it at all. So what I really want right now is I want to get as many early levels as I can, because this is going to just expedite the build immediately, and I'm trying not to spread myself too thin, because it's very easy to do that this early in the game, especially since, you know, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Basically, I'm going in blind. I kind of like that, though. I don't really think I need to leave just yet, so we're going to go ahead and put our point into Sword Mastery, then we're going to go to a shout later. This is just to get the character some starting meat, because truthfully, Howl is only going to be more of an inconvenience at this level. And, you know, I've never played a Barbarian, like, seriously before, so I'm just like, dude, that's the character that, like, screams at people. That's kind of cool, but I don't really want that. And, you know, that's the other thing, too, is everyone goes for Singer Barb, because Singer Barb and Whirlwind Barb are two of the most easy... Well, I wouldn't say they're easy, but they control very simple. You basically have an AoE skill. I have not touched Barbarian in MedianXL, if you're ever curious. I should really do a MedianXL playthrough someday. I have done MedianXL on the channel, but it was like 800 years ago. I was very inexperienced and shitty and young, so don't watch it. It's really bad. It's 1 point of defense difference, okay? Do not judge me. This is the early game. It's as bad as it's gonna get. So, we're gonna take anything we can find right now. So... Oh, excuse me. I tried not to yawn because I got off work a little bit ago, and I've only been home for a tiny bit, and hopefully I don't get mobbed here. And like, whoa, 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 that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. That's something that I'm gonna have to get used to, is I'm very used to playing as Sorceress, where I can just kind of walk into things and they just die really easily. And Zealot, which just has an AoE kind of attack. I can't really afford to do that with this character, at least not until we get... Is that a better sash? Yeah, that's a just sash. Yeah, we'll take that. Sachet. Don't mind if I do.
I can't carry anymore.
So, you're probably like, Seth, what the hell are you doing? You're scrubbing it up. You're not even, you know, you're not even going into, like, how your day's been yet. Well, it was good until I did this, and I started getting a shitload of fucking Fallen in this dungeon, because that's really inconvenient. This is also why we're not using Howl just yet, because that will probably be a pain in the ass. I don't need that Katar. I'm not really worried about Kyle Katarn right now. Thought I had something else I could use. Actually, we'll chomp that down. Why not? You can use potions from your inventory if you haven't figured this out yet. And I'm going to try and also give you guys as much knowledge if you're brand new to the Diablos, because there's people that have never played this game, and maybe you're just like, oh, this looks really cool. So I hope it is. Alright, Den of Evil is done. Is this a... Yeah, that's actually really cool. So fuck this nonsense. I don't want this.
The rogues are safe for the moment.
I love this guy's voice. It's not as good as the Necromancer, but it's still pretty cool. Alright, so we're gonna go to Akara, and we have to do it. We have to do it. I need this validation, damn it.
I am Akara.
Vroom vroom. There we go. I kind of botched it, but you know what? You can only do it one time every playthrough, so might as well. Okay, so let's try and get our starter gold. And... Why is it 3 of those in a row? This javelin's really interesting. Okay, that's just already, like, fucking broke as shit. I'm not gonna lie, that's an awesome starting find. This is probably gonna carry me for a long time. Javazon's another personal favorite of mine. It ain't gonna be as good as Javazon, I already know that, but oh well. And a 1 to strength ring, that's pretty good. And I'll save this for later. We'll talk about that when we get there. I don't really need mana potions. I just need health potions, really. I'll just keep some on hand for now, though, in the stash, just for like 10 minutes. So, I love making a new character. This is like the fun, weird, fun part of Diablo 2 that I always look forward to. Because it's just the coolest shit ever, right? I don't have any gems, I just have that 1 gem, and I don't even have tomes yet. God, this posture looks so awkward. I love it. Oh, I just love this game. Let's see if I can afford it. 460, just barely. That's fine. That's all I really need, honestly. I'll put it there. I always fuck this up. I always keep my tome up here. And I always say, no, it can go down here. But you know what? It's going to go down here and going to stay right here because every time I put the fucking cube right there. So, alright, we have leveled up. And we'll go into Howl. And right about now... So our next significant level, let me double check here, is going to be... Probably... 6. We can start getting to Taunt. So what level are we right now? 4? I'm just gonna go straight up with, like, I guess another point into Bash, and then we'll start unlocking Double Swing. That way we'll have it at 6. I do even have the levels I need to do stuff at. Don't you give me a lady? Or am I losing my mind? I guess she doesn't give me a lady. No, we don't need to go here. Damn it, Seth, what are you doing? Oh my god, you're scrubbing it up, man. So, yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. So we're gonna go back and do the blood. Oh, that's right. We gotta kill Blood Raven. That's where the video ends. All right. We should probably put that on something else because. Oh wait. I'm just gonna shout racial slurs at people. So I'm not really interested in that yet because at this point, oh look at that fucking lightning damage. Oh yeah. Oh, that feels good. The only problem with Javelin is they break real easy. Let's see if I can kill Bishop Bosch real quick. Oh, and I have poison too? Oh my god, this character's so fucking good already. So Bishop Bosch is a super unique. He's going to be there every time. I feel like most people who play Diablo know this already, but there's those people that are like, oh, what the hell did Seth just do? So every time I make a new game, that dude is going to be there. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. This is just... The real Javazon starts here. Oh, man. I can't resist. It's too good. I fucking love... Dude, if you've never played as Javazon, you're just missing out. Look at the speed these attacks are at. They're just incredible. You just can't beat this. So, oh man, I just absolutely love finding this early. It's a damn shame we're not going to be speccing into Javelins. You know, it's tempting, but we're not gonna. Because we all know what I do. I'd just rather be playing as Javazon, which is much more catered towards this idea. But damn if this isn't really a fun idea. It's probably not really beneficial at the end of the day, but you know what? I don't care. Just for a few minutes till we can get some shit gear on us. So this is probably going to be the burial grounds. Yep, I already knew that before the thing even showed up because of the skeletons, because they only spawn in here. So, oh man, we are going to start so strong. I am so excited for this. But yeah, this is a new character, and it's always just... Ruh! See, I scared the shit out of him. I insulted his whole family, too. So, yeah, you can do Shout Barb. Apparently it's really good, but you know what? I don't want to do that. I want to be as boring as humanly possible, I guess. Finally, a damn key. I have not had a key this whole time. It's one of those things that's not a big deal, but when you need one, it becomes a big deal. So, just ignore it. But yeah, man, oh, superior cap! Oh, baby, yeah, give me that. So, we're already starting off pretty good. That makes me happy. So let's see how we take care of Blood Raven. I'm a little bit worried because I'm very used to playing very squishy characters. Let's see if she can even hit me. Well, okay, she can poison me pretty bad, but that's just poison. Let's see how much I just shred her. Well, it's the beginning, so I can't complain too much. She has a lot of health. But yeah, for the most part, I'm not used to playing melee characters. The last melee character I played was Butterfinger, who was a zealot. So this is just very strange, you know what I mean? Let's get these ads off of me, dude. This is pissing me off. So, We'll talk about my day and stuff as we get going. Oh, 34 minutes and 55 seconds. You still haven't even talked about your day? God. Oh, do I have like life leech, or am I just hallucinating? I'm getting way too cocky. This is really bad. So I'm fucking getting dunked on by Blood Raven over here. But you know what? I got a small shield, and she's dead as hell. So that's all that really matters. Man, we're already getting lots of really good shit right now. Let's go ahead and go back to town and get our familiar. Thanks. We got Abaya. She's a real bay. All right. There is a matter. I don't even need to hear you say it. I know there's a
Good
matter.
riddance, Blood Raven.
Oh man, he's beefy and angry. Cold res. Sure, why not? I'll take it. And I hate doing this before you get cane. Kleeglaws. What do we say on this channel? You will always get Kleeglaws first. This is the first of many Kleeglaws we're gonna have, isn't it? So 1 to max damage. Well, let's see, 6 to 14. This is nowhere as good as just 2 fucking javelins, dude. You can't convince me otherwise. I love how the very, very, very first unique, technically I find, even though it's a set, it's still technically a unique, is fucking Kleeglaws. I'm so tempted just to sell that because it's such bullshit. But you know what? It's a testament to the power of playing Diablo 2. You will always, 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 always find Kleeglaws first. It's just the way of this game. So what I can do now is I can start stacking stamina pots, and we'll start doing some quick raids. I should have enough. I'm hoping this should be enough. We'll just get 1 more. I'm a strong man. I can take 1 more. I mean, I've got a fistful of fucking javelins. I think I can take a lot more. Well, greetings, stranger. We have found Kleeglaws. That is the most important thing in the game right now. Oh, man. Look at how scrubby this is. I love how scrubby this is. This is cute. And I had to deposit gold. Oh, this is so cute. This is my favorite time of Diablo, is when you don't have anything and you're just really shitty. So, I'm going to take some coffee in because I am very tired. I'm drinking Seattle's Best Hazelnut Blend. It's real good. Alright, so, how is my day going, though, before we get into it? My day's going alright. I worked till 5:30, and I got home at almost fucking hell, these things hit so hard. That's not the time I got home. But yeah, today was daylight savings time, and I completely forgot about it. So when I got up this morning, I was like, why the fuck does the car say it's 9 o'clock? Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of lightning damage. This is just yuck. I take everything back I've been saying nice. This is just gross. I need to not be so ballsy. This is a really tough unique already. Wow. Is this really going to give me much better, though? We'll just... Alright, as tempting as it is, I don't think it's a good idea, especially because I can... Actually, let's do this. How much is the damage going to be? Well, the sword's better. I'm so sad. Oh well. I was really happy with my 2 javelins for a minute, man. It was like a man with 2 knives, okay? It's just really cool. So, yeah, my day's going alright. Ooh, our first charm! The first of many. Let's... Oh, fuck it, of course, it's Superior Javelin. This is bullshit. I should have made a Javazon. You guys are full of shit. Why did I listen to people? Why do I listen to anybody? I should have just done that. I'm so mad at you. This is your fault. I don't know who you are, but this is your fault. I'm sorry I yelled at you. Well, no, I'm not. But yeah, my day's going alright. Let's go ahead and get 1 more point into Sword Mastery. And let's start pumping up our stats. Let's get up to 30 Vit, 35 Strength, Dex. It's a little bit harder now because I have to actually pay attention to Dexterity. I just want to be tanky right now. I don't really care about, like, what uniques I'm going to be using at the end of the game right now. I just want to get some, like, cool shit. Something just basic to beat things with. Ooh, this could be bad. It's a good thing I have a rejuve ready. Please don't be bad. Just please. Magic res. Ah, good day, man. Watch this fucking... Oh, look at that.
I can't carry anymore.
Can't carry anymore. I love his voice. It's so good. Let's see what we get. A hand axe and leather armor.
I am overburdened.
Fucking hell, I'm already getting some really cool stuff. Let's get this ID. Yep, whatever this is, I don't even need to see the rest. It's good. Don't need that. Actually, are these cracked? These are crude. Well, I'll take it. You can go on the ground. That's where you go. Oh, I forgot to do this. God damn it, I'm so unprofessional. And we'll take the hand axe, leather armor, guitar, Kyle Katarn, and we'll bounce out of the dungeon. So what I just did there, if you're unfamiliar with the Diablo 2, is if you take a... Throwing knives are actually good money. I'll sell those. Buckler. Pfft. We're going, we don't need no buckler. So in Diablo 2, stamina is kind of a big deal in the early game because you don't have a lot of movement options. There's nothing that can spawn for a long time that doesn't have either enhanced movement speed or max stamina. This is a weird mausoleum. What the hell? Oh, it's over there. I'm dumb. I'm looking at the map mainly. I'm so sorry. So what you can do to supplement this problem in the early game, you can do it any time, but it's really efficient in the early game, like the very early game, like Act 1, is until you get some good boots, you can just take as many stamina potions as possible, and they will multiplicatively stack, and you can get a very handy-dandy buff for a long time. Pretty much, I mean, if you keep doing it, you'll eventually... I'm sure there's some hard limit, but you do not need to do it that long. I learned this from Mr. Llama. He is like the bomb. That's a crude crack short sword. You know, let's see what the stats are. Well, it's not as good, so we'll just keep this for now. It's gonna probably be a while before I part with that. That javelin is just a crutch. That is awesome. It's got lightning, it's got poison, it's fast. It's just got everything I really want right now. Buckler, oh man. I'm getting so many cool things if I was playing as a Jabazon, but I'm not, so it's not, it's kind of unfair. It really is. I hate this. I hate this character already. I'm already starting to hate it. But nah, I'm doing all right. So in me time, this is like I said after I finish the SH2 retrospective, and I can just say, holy shit, I'm glad it's done. I haven't made the announcement video about all the stuff that went on during that just yet. I'll do that some other day this week, probably, I don't know, the next day or something when I'm not playing Diablo 2, because I'm going to be hooked on Chronix for a while here. So yeah, that's the last major thing that's happened in the channel history as of watching this. I'm really proud of it. I mean, I'm happy with it, but I'm glad it's done. I mean, first of all, I'm glad it didn't end up being 6 hours long. That was a pretty important thing in my mind. But, 43 minutes and he's already talking about the damn thing being too long. Oh, makes me so angry. Oh. You feel called out yet? Good. I don't need this, so let's take that. And what do we get? What do we get? What do we get?
I can't carry it.
Leather gloves. Yucky. I don't... Well, actually it's not, because I do kind of need it. So, yeah, I'm very stoked with how that turned out. It was a lot of fun. You feel stronger. That's good. Good for you. I'm glad you feel stronger. I'm glad we can feel strong together, you know? I mean, that's not a healing potion, Seth. I think it is, but it's not. Let's take that. I guess my buff already wore off. That's fine. We'll just toss these. Whatever this is, it's probably better. Oh, for fuck's sake. I feel like I'm playing RuneScape right now, and I haven't played RuneScape yet today. I know, I'm a bad guy. We'll just go back to town. There's no reason to keep doing this dungeon. Alright, good enough. So, we don't have Kane yet. That's the other big problem. We're going to do that in the next episode, though. So, let's see what we can get from this. Some really basic crap. I hate IDing shit. It's so irritating. Enhanced defense. Well, no. I'd rather have cold res, because I don't know how long it's going to be till I replace that. 1 to strength. Not bad. Good gloves. Good start. And these, like you can see right here, 480 for just throwing knives un-ID'd. Poison's really cool. No, I'll just try and hold out for a sword. Damn it, I should have replaced this instead. Oh well, that's fine. I'm not going to cry about it that much. Max damage, not really useful. Attacker takes 1. That is like the 8th one of those I found, and it's really getting old. I'll keep the keys for now, and we'll ID this charm. I bet it's going to be gold find. Fuck, never mind. That's actually really good. Can't use it just yet till level 10, but that's okay. We all can just wait, okay? We can wait till then. And we're going to go ahead and drop our goodies off, and we're going to call it an episode close for this one, and we're going to do the next one. So I'll take these with me, because why not? And I'll just stash some potions until I actually need to use them. And, oh man, it's so humble. It's so humbling. It really is. We're going to keep that there just for now. And I think that's going to call it for this one. So I'll see you guys in the next one. What's the button?
Follow me.
No, that's not it.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's good enough.